Hello, Mysterious? How do you say your name? Hi, Amy. We're just starting the chat. Everybody stick around. If you're joining, I give away a free reading at the beginning, a little contest. Share out to your friends, family, enemies, everybody. So they get a chance to connect, maybe win that reading. After that, it's only $30 for a read. Stick around and see how I work. You can decide if you want to get a reading from me. Hi, Angela. How are you? We did have a good 4th. We always go to my nieces, and they put like on a display like a city would. It's just amazing. Amazing. We were all exhausted the following day. Well, some of us. Most of us. I am good, thank you. Finally rested up from the 4th. And then we're kind of got in the habit of having a Sunday dinner here at my house with the kids. So later on tonight, we're doing that. How about you all? What did you all do for the 4th? Make sure, if you don't mind, if you're not following already, hit the follow button, turn on notifications, and share out at the beginning of the day. My first live of the day, I always give a free reading away. So stick around and see what we got going on. It may be you that wins. You never know. Okay. For those of you that are just joining, I'm not sure how a Sunday will work. I've never gotten on during the daytime on a Sunday, so we'll see. You watch fireworks on TV. I actually don't like fireworks. They just make me nervous. But I just kind of sit there like this. Oh, wow, cool. But yeah. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Welcome to chat. Welcome to chat, everybody. Put those FYPs in there for me to get me out there, maybe. Share to add a story. I'm sure all of you know how to do that. Thank you. How you doing, Lynn? We were just talking about the 4th. What everybody done? Mosquitoes were too bad here to enjoy them too much. You know, knock on wood. You know them mosquitoes like me, but we ain't had them very often. Aw, Lynn, what somebody was saying. You need to get on. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. How neat. Yes. Spirit's always, I think Spirit's involved in so much. Plus, Spirit was like waking me up in my sleep last night. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to get some readings done. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? How are you? Is anybody new here? I know we only have 9 of us in here, but thank you for the share, Angela. If you haven't already, make sure you share. Lynn, I had to quit watching that. That was so heartbreaking. I can't imagine. Hi, Moonshining. I wish I would have seen your live yesterday. Yes, that would have been neat. Okay, so if you're new here, this is how I work. I communicate with your loved ones on the other side. There's never a huge message. Very rarely is there a huge message. Their main thing they want you to know is that they are perfectly fine. Aloha, Leilani. That they are perfectly fine, and they're still with you in your everyday activities. They're still aware of what's going on. The way they prove to you that I'm speaking with them is they bring up things, memories, thoughts, things that you just did. Thank you for the gifts. They also do by numbers. They love numbers. I'm not a fan of numbers, but they do it. I really feel like numbers really connect us in life, obviously. Then other than that, they'll give me initials most of the time. Most of the time I won't. Every once in a while I'll get a name right on, you know. But we'll work through it. And you guys, if you stick around to see how I do readings, you'll see how it all works. The first reading that I do of the day when I'm live, because sometimes I'll go live a couple times a day, but the first live, I always give away a free reading. Right now, it's just like a guess the number type of thing. And I always listen to what Spirit wants me to give as the number. I'll explain that more when we get ready to do the drawing. Other than that, I am offering reads today. It's Sunday, so we'll do 30 again. So if you want to get a reading, you can just send that in and you'll be put on the list. I'm not going to be on too awful long today. Maybe a couple hours. And we'll just see how things go. See how things go. So, those of you that are just joining, if you haven't already, please follow me and turn on notification bell. That way you'll know when I go live. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it for those of you that are new. If you're new to chat, put a yellow heart in the chat for me, please, so we can welcome you. Mods, can you make sure you can pin today? I've been doing readings. Oh, welcome, Kelly. My Life Destiny, Diane. Hey. If you've watched any of my videos, it just kind of remind me of a video where a little girl was listening to the reading. And, no smoking. And she had asked her grandma in her mind to give her a shout out. And all of a sudden the grandma starts telling me about Halloween and somebody that's really into Halloween. And, you know, I didn't know anything, so I bring it up. Well, thank you, Caitlin. I bring it up, and the little girl in the background got so excited. Grandma gave me a shout out. Grandma gave me a shout out. Oh my gosh, it melted our hearts, those of us that were in here. So that's just like little things I sometimes will do. You know, if somebody's like that little girl, nobody knew that little girl was asking her grandma to give her a shout out, and she did it by validating she loves Halloween. It was so cute. My life, I really don't answer those too much. I kind of have to connect to you. So, but during a reading, if I do allow questions to be asked at the end of the reading. Those of you that are new, please follow me up here. Turn on those notifications. If you guys don't mind, send out those heart me's, FYP me. I have been doing readings for well over 15 years. Spirit World told me probably around January, get on TikTok, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't like learning new platforms, you know. So I listened. So that's where I'm at, and I've slowly run across other mediums I trust and this and that, and I'm slowly trying to build up my TikTok. So there you go. That's about all there is to know about me. I'm pretty boring, very laid back, down to earth. This is a very relaxed atmosphere. Okay, so how the readings take place, I do prefer you to come up into the box, but if you're like extremely shy, I get it. I get it. I just want the audio. You don't have to be on picture wise. Okay. Mods, can you pin so I can check if not? But anyway, that's how we do the readings. So when the reading takes place, when we do the drawing, my numbers just plummet. Here's the thing. You don't realize how many times I do a reading, I'd be in between a reading, and another spirit will be like, grab that person. So if you're here, there's a reason you're here, in my opinion. Stick around, because spirits sometimes will pop up on their own. But after the free reading is done, then after that, the readings, I'm only charging $30 today. 30. I also do, okay, good, you can mod. I mean, you can pin. I also do offer private readings, which are a lot more detailed and stuff like that in private. If you're interested in that, you can just kind of shoot me a message on here. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to tell you how we do this. Keep tapping, keep sharing, all that good stuff. How we do this contest. Now don't put any numbers in until I tell you, okay? I listen and I get a number from Spirit World, whatever I feel like they're having me to pick. I write it down. Then once you guys start listing, okay, that screen starts moving very fast and it's hard for me to keep up, but I'm as fair as I possibly can. Sometimes comments are filtered, okay? So the first one that I see guesses it. I always go back and double check the list just to make sure I didn't miss somebody else that had listed it before. And that's who wins, okay? We have about, we're floating between 33 and 35. So let's do, okay, hold on. Getting ready to, oops, sorry. Getting ready to do the reading contest. Make sure you're tapping and sharing, please. Okay. Let me think. I'm kind of tap into Spirit to see what they want me to do. Got that number fast. Okay. Okay. Now, we are going to go between, welcome Lenore. We're going to go between 1 and 40. The first person that guesses the number gets the first free reading. Now you can go between 1 and 40. Keep going. I'm not seeing it yet. Not seeing it yet. Okay, somebody got it, I believe. So please hold chat for just a minute while I go double check that nobody else had gotten that before them. Please hold chat. Okay, the number was 27, and Heidi was the first one to guess that, is what I am seeing on my end. I think she was the only one that guessed that. Yeah, I think she was the only one that guessed it. Yay, Heidi, you won. You won. And I bet you she's someone new in here too, because that's how it almost always works. Almost always works that way. Somebody was like, I don't know, I was just scrolling and it came through. Okay. Awesome. So please keep tapping and sharing. Stick in here with me. Just because you didn't win the contest, I don't want to flub it off of there. Anybody else? No coincidences at all, Moon. None at all. So, readings from here on out is 30. You don't even, my mods and everybody will help you if you have questions about it. You could send in for it. They'll tell you where to send in, and I'm going to go ahead and start this other reading for 30. Okay. Let me explain really quick how this works. I get a memory, thought, or a vision into my head. I put it out to you. I write it down on paper. They kind of, how they have me write it helps understand and tell the story a little bit. They validate things by bringing up memories or things that's going in your life or that took place before they passed or after they passed, that type of thing. Their biggest thing they want to do is prove to you that they are still with you, still aware of everything going on in your life, and they're perfectly fine. Okay? I'll explain pretty much best just let's watch, let's do the reading, and then I help you understand how the reading takes place. Okay, I bring you up in the box because I get just too distracted by chat. My little brain just like all over the place. So I prefer that you come up into the box. You don't have to have video on, just audio. Okay, Heidi. Heidi, you want it? So let's get you started. If you want to put a request in to come into the box, we can get going. How I do my readings during live chats, I do in private and all that, I do offer spirit-led or direct-led. But here in chat, I prefer we do direct-led. All you tell me is the relationship of somebody that you want to communicate with, want me to connect with. No names, nothing else. Just like mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, uncle. That's it. Okay? Your biggest job, well, here, let me pull Heidi up here. Hi, Heidi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Do you hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Were you new here?
Yes, I just came across your page.
The story of almost all of them. So
Yes, it's
that's
meant to
awesome.
be. That's
Yes.
awesome.
Awesome. Okay. At the end of the reading, if you don't mind, remind me to ask you why you chose 27. I don't want to know right now, and maybe Spirit will tell us in chat. I don't know. But if I don't, hi, Lane. But if I don't bring it up, try to remind me, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So your biggest job as being getting read, is just to answer yes or no as much as possible. I don't want any information from you. I get 100% of it from the other side. Okay.
Okay.
And that's, if you go to any medium, that's how it should be. You don't want to get information, give us information. So sometimes during a read, they will let us come back and be like, okay, we can talk about this now, if they're not going to give us any information on it, any more information. And so if they do that, then I'm like, okay, we can talk about it.
Okay.
So, okay. Okay. So I do direct is what I do on live chats. What is the relationship of somebody that you would want to connect with?
My mom.
Okay. I heard mom right before you said that. As I was getting ready to ask it, I'm like, I wonder if she's going to say mom. Okay. Okay. So now let me fully try to connect. Okay. Okay. Getting a few different things, so I'm trying to figure out which she wants me to start with, is what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right off the bat, I'm hearing 47. Okay. Now let me tell you, I don't, like I said before, I don't know if you was in here. I don't care for numbers because numbers can mean a million different things. They love numbers. Okay. So for me to hear 47 right off the bat, the first thing I want to make sure is if somebody was not 47 when she passed, or she was not 47, right off the bat, it could be the year she was born or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she was born then.
Okay. Yes or no only. I started feeling some pressure in my chest, and I thought, okay, what's that? But then she backed up, and then she feels it back. Okay, so here's what I think she's trying to tell me. Um, did she have fluid buildup in the lung? If not, is she trying to talk about somebody that has had that issue since her passing or something like that? I feel like I'm seeing like feel, back down, and then feel, back down. Does that make any sense? Yes or no? And it's okay. I'm totally fine with no's, but I just trying to figure out, read what exactly she's trying to tell me.
I
Okay.
I think it's yes. I mean, I yes to the lung problems and breathing problems. I'm not sure about how much fluid was in her chest.
Okay.
She had a lot of issues, so
Okay. Now, I'm hearing like Sonia, Sunny, Sally, this and that. So she's trying to get across to either a strong. Um,
I have a sister-in-law, Sonia.
okay. Hi, Annie. In case you get read for me, I don't want to know any information, so don't tell me nothing. I want to get it all from them.
Okay.
Okay, so the S name makes sense to you. Okay.
Yes.
Now sometimes I feel like I need to go back and ask this. Sometimes they just let us go on the with the names and this and that. Is she going through something that reason she would acknowledge her? Or
Yes.
okay. Because anybody can sit here and say, "Oh, S name or P name," we anybody could do that. That's why I like it to fit like that. Okay. Okay. Go to this one. I don't know if she's trying to say Tennessee or ten, but I'm hearing TEN. Okay.
Okay.
Does
That
that make
makes
sense?
sense.
It does.
Tennessee makes sense.
Okay. She starts going. I'm like, what are you doing? She's chewing gum. Okay. Now, yes or no? Did she chew gum? Was she a big gum chewer?
No.
That don't surprise me. She's laughing with it a little bit. Here's the thing. I think she's trying to tell me there's a funny gum story. Maybe like somebody gets a lot of gum in their mouth. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Or a lot of elderly false teeth. Maybe she tried chewing gum one time and it turned into a huge mess. But her mouth was full like this. And maybe I'm mistaking something else for gum. Okay. But that's what she's doing to me. Do you have any clue why she's doing that to me?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me talk to her then. Like I said, maybe I'm. No, I'm hearing gum. I would love to change it and say maybe it's this or maybe it's that. But I really think this is gum because she's like, and it's funny. She's laughing about it. So just double check, and maybe it's something you don't even know. Maybe somebody, another family member, just recently had this done, or somebody just that type of thing. And that's one way they'll do it is like if you don't know about it, and then you go back and you validate it somehow. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Let me ask her because I want to make sure she's not trying to talk about chewing in general, but she's not allowing me to use that as an example. So that's why I have to stick with the gum. Okay. And I just want to make sure, like, you didn't spit out gum right before the reading, or you weren't chewing gum, or, something like
No.
that. Okay.
Is it definitely gum or just chewing?
That's what I'm trying. I keep trying to go back to her and ask her, like, is this chewing? And she's just like, she kind of shakes her head no. But my mouth is so full of something. I thought it was gum.
Mm, I'm not sure.
Okay. Like I said, there's a little humor added to that. So I really think this is a gum story and there is humor to it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me get her off of the chewing thing. Okay. Okay. She tells me October for a reason she would acknowledge the month of October.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Were you with her when she passed? Just yes or no?
Yes.
She immediately takes me to her bedside. You
Mm-hmm.
okay to talk about this? Talk about that, situation. Okay. Um, I see you like laying your head. I don't know if it, like on the chest or stomach area. And usually it's like this or that, but this she's cupping, like she's doing this. Okay. Usually when they show me this, it's like just a palm but this
Mm-hmm.
is like you're cupping and you're talking to her. Let me see if I can get her to say what she's saying. I ask her, I say, okay, why are you showing me this? She goes, I think you settled her down. Let me write that down. Hold on just a second.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay. Hold on just a second. She's really talking more about that. Settled her down. Like, I think you've made her feel safe. And I don't know why she's saying exactly that because I've not had them tell me they feel safe. But if something you were doing was making her feel safe, okay? Um, I don't know. Can I just ask you, were you telling her that you would take care of somebody or something?
I just told her it was okay to go.
Okay. I'm hearing talking, and it was like you were saying you would take care of something or someone.
I mean, my kids that are disabled, maybe.
Okay. I just want to make sure she didn't leave a pet behind.
No.
Okay. That's totally fine. I was just trying to figure out who she's talking about. Okay. Um, she's still holding that same pose and with you like this on, like you've got your hand like this on her. So I don't know. She's just first of all, she's wanting to let you know that she's fully aware that you
Okay.
did. Okay. And the words you spoke to her, she's really talking about this whole situation right here. Okay. Let me really try to focus in on what she's saying more. Yes or no only. She's saying her head hurt laying there. Does that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. My head hurt. That's her way of saying like that's the most uncomfortable she got was that head pain. Now, some people were like, "Oh no, they were screaming, they were hurt." Okay, the point being is they're saying that was their most irritating part of the passing. Okay, this
Okay.
wording. Okay, Did someone pin a cross or something on her? Or something holy on her? Spiritual? She's showing me somebody putting it on her. Something on her that is spiritual or holy or sacred, that type of thing. Now, she's almost moving on up to like after her passing. So I don't know if somebody did it after her passing, okay? But just yes or no, if that makes sense, she would be acknowledging something like that.
No.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I want to make sure. Very generic, happens very often, but I'm going to ask because she's so set on showing me this holy, sacred type thing that was placed on her. I want to make sure, was there prayer set in? Was there a preacher or a priest brought in? Anything like that?
No.
Mm-mm-mm. I know that's generic, but I know what she's showing me. I know this is out there, but I'm just trying to figure out why she's showing this, okay? So let me ask you, um, could she be showing this to me as in trying to say, I got my wings? If there was a question of if she believed or not, or that type of thing?
She believed.
Has somebody been wondering if she made it okay? Or because I'm telling you, what I keep seeing is like angel or some sort of pin being put on or laid on her, that type of thing. Okay. Can you double check with other family members just to make sure somebody didn't put this with her or
Yes. No check.
because I don't know how many times, like when they're this persistent on something, that someone asks around and then I'll get emails later like, yeah, they did it. I didn't know. Okay. But she's like
Okay.
stuck on this. I'm like, okay, let's try to move on. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I have heard Karen throughout this whole reading. Karen. Now, it doesn't have to be Karen. She'd be trying to talk about a strong K or C
Yeah.
sounding name. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what else? Okay, four. Number four. She been gone 4 years, or does she have 4 kids? Just yes or no on this that I'm rambling through. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Makes sense? Okay. Can I also ask, because she pulls one back with her? Yes or no? I don't think so. But is one on the other side with her? Now, if there's not, I need you to also remember if she miscarried, maybe a child that didn't make it earthbound. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
One with her. Okay. She just showed me the St. Louis Arches. Okay. Just a second. Let me talk to her and see why. Okay. I want to make sure she has no connection link to Missouri or
No.
the arch. I know this sounds crazy the way she's doing it, but she just flashed it just very quick to me. Um, Nobody's planning to go to St. Louis to see the arches. There's not a picture of her at the arches in, the St. Louis Arch, anything like that. None of this makes sense to you.
Not that I can think of.
She does keep placing it kind of in a picture theme. So, I wouldn't, I just, what are you trying to say, Mom? Arch. St. Louis arches. She's concentrating more on arches. And if you notice, she keeps saying arches to me rather than arch, which St. Louis, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess I would accept if she's trying to describe arches to me for some reason. Does that make any sense?
Not really.
Okay. Arches. Okay. Try to get her to move on from that. I heard 7 of the month of July. 7th of the month, 7 years, 7 weeks, some 7 anything.
Yes. Yes.
Was yesterday anything? What is today? 4th, 5th, 6th. So yesterday I think would be the 5th, right?
Hmm.
Was yesterday, did that mark anything? Or did you guys get together for the 4th or something that she's trying to acknowledge, but on the 5th? Um, does that
My family did, but I mean,
you seen your dad? Okay.
yeah.
Because she's wanting to acknowledge something that happened yesterday. Why? And now I go back to her and I'm like, why are you talking about that? Okay. She kind of crosses her arms to me. Does that make sense? She goes like that. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Did okay, a couple things. With their crossing her arms like that, I want to make sure like dad didn't upset you somehow, or I don't know if her and dad didn't get along, which they don't care on the other side. It's
No,
just
they didn't.
their way of type of getting across, like on her side, they didn't get along or something. So does that
Right.
make sense why she would cross her arms?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Now remember, if they didn't get along here, we don't take that with us. She's just trying to describe the relationship, okay?
Okay.
And I know this is generic also, but I have to, she's brought it up a couple times. Are you having a very hard time dealing with losing her still?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's getting easier, but it's still hard.
She
We're very close.
keeps, every so often, I keep getting a little flash, okay? And
Hmm.
it's you, and it's a quick, it's like just a second of a flash. But I'm like, I get the sadness, and then I get like a little bit upset stomach, like sadness. You know how like if you're sad, you know.
Yeah.
She wasn't showing me enough, so I'd keep passing it over, and she shows it to me again with you. So here's the thing. I think she just wanting you to know she's aware of how hard this is to deal with, how you're
Yeah.
so sad, okay?
Yeah.
Um, people, I get that's generic, okay,
Hmm.
but not everybody gets that. Not every That's not said during all readings. So
Okay.
she is just wanting to acknowledge she sees that you're still struggling, the heartache and this and that. Um, it doesn't help, I know. Like I've lost both my parents. I get it. Um, she's still obviously she's still with us. Hold on, let me see what else she's gonna say about this. I do have to say though, like the best gift that we could give to them, or the best whatever you want to call it, they want us to be happy and enjoy life and live life for them and in honor of them. Um,
Okay.
she's not done talking yet.
She was a talker.
I say she seems like a little bit of a talker. Okay. Who is she Grams, or is she with Grams, or is there somebody called Graham? I heard Grams.
She was called Grams.
She was called Grams. Okay. She said 16 to me. Okay.
Hmm.
So it could be the 16th of a month, 16 months, 16 days, 16 weeks. Numbers can go on forever. Okay. If
Okay.
it's not that, then I want to flip that and make sure that she's not trying to talk about somebody born in 61. Okay. Or if she passed in 16, anything like that. Hi, Dan.
My
Um,
husband's 61.
I'm sorry.
My husband's 61.
Your husband is 61. Okay. Now, is he doing okay, or is he going through something? I mean, once again, I always like for it to fit, like why they acknowledge just certain people, okay? Unless they were just close, also, okay?
They were close.
Okay. I can't believe what she's going back to. This mouthful of something. What is this? Okay, let
I
me.
mean, the only thing I can think of is she had a hard time chewing.
Yeah, but she wouldn't like laugh at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'll remember later. I
Mouth.
mean, now that you mention it, she chewed gum a lot when she was younger. I'm remembering her when she was a little older and, not doing as well.
Uh huh. Maybe that's
I
it. Maybe that's
do
all.
remember always having gum
I
now when I
like
was
chewing
younger.
gum. So when she was younger, she always chewed gum. That's what.
Yeah, when I was growing up, she was always chewing gum.
I still think there's a funny story, and I think if you ask around, you may hear this funny story that you maybe have never heard before. One of those,
Okay.
something that will make you laugh, bring happiness, okay? About this
Okay.
comical gum story, okay?
Okay.
He is pulling back, okay? But as she's kind of pulling back, she does tell me the number 8. Is she talking about the number 8, or is she trying to acknowledge August for some reason? 8th of a month, 8 kids, I mean grandkids, anything like that.
Maybe August. Okay, hold on. She is showing me some other stuff. She shows me a light bulb. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask, when they show me stuff like that, immediately I go for, is she trying to say she messes with lights? Or, but this time I'm almost feeling like, did a light bulb just blow? Or do you have to keep replacing a light bulb and you don't understand why? Anything like that? Any idea why she's showing me a light bulb?
We do have a light bulb we keep replacing. We're not sure why.
Okay.
It's just kind of strange.
That's without a doubt her, in my opinion, doing it. For her to bring it up, that's her. Okay. Her energy.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see. She goes, "Don't waste your time on having it." It's me. Like, don't waste your time or money calling electric. I do have to say, as she's backing up, she does keep bringing in and talking about, not bringing in so much, but bringing up and saying sister to me. Okay?
Sister?
Sister.
Okay. Well, her sister's with her, and I have a sister that's with her too. So
Okay. We might be going into a longer reading then. Hold on. Because I know if my sister was over there, I'd want to hear from her. Yes or no? This is going to be let's take this very slow, step by step. Yes or no? The sister, she's somewhat responsible in a part of her own passing.
yes,
Is that sister? I don't know if this is sister I'm talking to or mom, but either way, her coming through, that means they're together. Okay. I instantly get a strong L. Okay. L. So I don't.
yes, yes.
Okay. The sister tells me two. Did she have two kids? 2 years? 2 months?
Kids.
Okay. Hmm. Tell those kids. You still in contact with those kids?
Yes, I just saw my niece.
She said when you said kids, we verified it was kids.
Yes.
It says tell them I'm sorry. Okay. No,
Okay.
they don't sit over there and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. She's just referencing sorry as in like they had to be without her. Okay.
Okay.
Um, not saying she 100% did it herself. I don't know yet. We've not even gotten that far with her, but also her part in it, she's apologizing for. Okay.
Okay.
Is somebody expecting a baby or had a baby since her passing?
My son, I have a grandson.
Okay. She's aware of the child. Now, I remind you, it's her speaking, not me. I'm just delivering the message, okay?
Okay.
So it's not me calling her this, it's her saying this, okay? Was she like I feel like she said a mess to me.
Yes.
And I think she's referencing her life, her
Yes.
herself, okay? Yes, it's 8139, guys. Okay. But she points to you and goes like that when she comes back to a mess. And
Oh boy.
so I have to ask, were you two? I think she's talking about back in the day or when you were younger or something. Okay, I don't know. But you two were together a mess,
Yes.
being ornery or whatever you want to call it. Because she points out, she like that to you and grins. Okay.
Yeah.
She's trying to tell me about one particular situation, and I'm not sure what she's trying to tell me. I keep seeing somebody jumping a fence, and I don't know what's on the other side of that fence, and I'm trying to see it, to figure it out. Yes or no at all? Does it make sense she's laughing and jumping a fence?
Not that I can remember.
I don't know if it was. I don't even know where you're from. Okay, I don't. I don't know if she jumping the fence and laughing like it was all in fun. It wasn't like she was doing anything illegal. Okay, well, kind of,
Okay.
but I don't know if you guys tried going cow tipping or jumped a fence to. What is this? I know it's dark outside, and she's just laughing. I don't know. I have no idea, but it's like she's reminiscing about a memory, and I can't.
Well, I know I've jumped fences and done stuff, but she wasn't with me. But maybe she's laughing at what I've done.
Okay. I was going to say, well, what did you jump the fence for? But then you'd be ratting yourself out, so let's not go there.
Well, cow tipping was one thing. You had it.
Was it cow tipping?
Yeah, that was one thing.
Because, like, every time I would try to look, it was just like a dark field. And I'm like, I don't know if other people do this in other states, but cow tipping is a thing, I guess. I've never done it, but in the Midwest. So she's laughing at that. So I don't know if you fell in like a pile of poo. I don't know if you got spooked and never finished through with it, but she's laughing at that situation, okay?
Okay.
Now, even though she wasn't with you, when we get to the other side, we are able to look back at stuff like that. So maybe she's sitting up there watching reels, videos, and like, ah, ha, ha, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Like my nose burn, the inside of my nose burn, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there was something with her sinuses.
Okay. It wasn't DRUGS's.
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
Okay. Says to tell you addiction is a bitch, which I'm sure
Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah, she had it bad.
Okay. Is there something about the year 97 or 79 that she would want to talk about? 97 or 79?
I think she was born in 79.
Okay.
Yeah, she was.
All right. In the month of February, does that connect with her in any way, or is she acknowledging somebody with February?
That connects with me, yes.
Okay. She laughs and goes, I'm mom's favorite because I'm over here with her. And your mom's in the background going, so I think, like a lot of siblings, I think there was some teasing and stuff like that probably in there. But if not,
Yeah.
giving it to you now, you know. But
Right.
mom in the background going, no, that's not true. Yes or no only. But I don't feel like it was a long amount of time, but was she not found right away?
Not right away.
Okay. Nothing about it. She's not upset about it. It's just ways for them to kind of throw in there so you know I'm talking to them. But by the time she was found, she was long gone. You aware of that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Very common for this. She just she just said I got dizzy was pretty much all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's their way for like letting you know that there was no big pain, no, that type of thing. Uh,
Okay.
I really do feel like with her situation, she did just simply go to sleep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much like, oh, hey, I'm laying down, take a nap, whatever it was. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Now, I know you said your dad was there, and long story short, her dad, you and her have the same dad.
Yes.
Okay. Because she shows me dad. Now it's going to sound very weird how I'm going to say this, knowing that her dad's still here. She showed me dad met me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what she's saying is there was a father figure that met her and took her
When
to.
she passed.
Yes. Do you know who that father figure is that she would be talking about? Now, this could be a grandpa too, if a grandpa was very active in their life, or maybe an uncle they were very close to. But
Yeah. Okay.
okay, this was a father like figure that she said met her to take
Okay,
over.
that makes sense.
But I was never scared. I was never scared. Oh,
Oh, good.
I was never scared. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We all know it's beautiful. I do have to say, she keeps flashing me a fluffy looking dog throughout this whole part where she stepped in. This is the second or third time she has showed this fluffy dog. Now, this could even be a stuffed animal if she had a stuffed animal or she gave you a stuffed animal or gave somebody a stuffed animal. But I,
She had a fluffy dog.
okay. But is it there with her though? That's what I'm kind of getting.
Oh, yeah, by now, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just her wearing, and it's not Coco or let me think.
Wait, Coco sounds, yes, it was Coco.
Was Coco? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she has Coco with her.
Okay.
Okay. Just know her and your mom are together. Obviously, the uncle is there with them. All of
Mm-hmm.
our loved ones are over there with us. She goes, not all of them. I'm like, oh, stop. Okay. So she seems like an amazing personality.
Oh, she was, yeah.
Maybe here on Earth, she did not this and that type of thing with her struggles. But
Mm-hmm.
no, she is perfectly fine over there. Okay. And for
Okay.
me, the most goosebump, heartfelt part was when she said, I wasn't scared. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yes. Okay. They're backing up. So Let me ask you, is there a reason you chose 27? And if not, that's fine. I just always like, because most of the time it usually means something. Is there any?
There's no meaning to it. It's just I closed my eyes and thought of a number and it popped in my head.
There you go. So you just happen to run across my page. You just happen to close your eyes and pick the number. So
Yeah, I'm glad it was a good
that's
reading.
yes, that's exactly how spirit works. They, if we pay attention and listen, they they do interact with us. They really do.
That was
Um,
awesome.
your mom, of course, wants to mess up your one light bulb all the time.
I think my TV too. That
Okay.
goes on and off. I don't know what's up with that.
It's part of electrical, I guess, but only thing I can answer 100% for sure is she showed me that light bulb. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you have anything you want to validate or any questions you happen to have? Or how long has your mom been gone? Your mom and sister, if you don't mind.
My mom is like 4 years and my sister's 6 years.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well,
Yeah, I don't have any other questions. That was very accurate. It was very good.
good. Good. I'm glad they could prove to you. Um, I really think they could sit here and talk all the time, even though they back up. I still hear them. I'm like, okay. Well, I'm glad you found my live, and I'm sorry for your losses, but just know that they are perfectly fine on the other side, and they're still with you. Still
Okay,
with you.
thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Have
I'll
a
be sure to follow your lives.
all right. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Awesome. Thank you. That was a good read. They done good at delivering the messages. I'm glad she included Coco there at the end, huh? Okay, so Diane is next. Hold on. Okay. I'm just going to unwind for a second and then I'll get you up here, Diane, in just 1 second. Thank you. Let's give some hearts for Heidi's people. They done it. They done it. I just have to listen. Yes. I'm glad her mom, when I thought her mom was backing up, brought in that sister because I seriously would, one of my siblings, that's who I'd want to hear from. So, okay. Get me a drink of my Diet Dr. Pepper. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, guys. 30 today, Kimberly. 30. I try to keep it reasonable. I'm not a fan of charging anyway, but gotta make a living. Gotta pay some bills. Okay. Make sure you're tapping and sharing if you're new in here, and if you've not followed me yet, please give me a follow. Yeah. All right, Diane, are you ready? Yeah, energy was good there. I always give credit to spirit. I mean, because obviously I couldn't do it without spirit. So all I am is just literally just a connector of the two. You know how that is, Lane. So thank you, Angie. Oh, gotta do the puzzle piece. Hold on, if I can. There we go. Got it. All right, Diane, could you put a request in? Thank you, Kimberly. Her mom with that I knew she wouldn't let me move past it being gum. I'm like, are you sure it's not food? I'm like, okay. Okay, Diane is coming up in the box. Are you there, Diane?
I'm here.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I am good. I am good. Thank you for asking. Okay, who would you, just relationship only, no name, no other info, just relationship, who would you like to connect with? Now, that doesn't mean they're the only one's going to come through, just so you know, kind of like the sister came through in the other. So, but if there's one that you just absolutely just want to make sure you hear from, that's who I.
Twin. My twin.
Ugh. Got it. First off, I am so sorry. I can't. Okay.
Thank you.
Get my human brain out of it. Go to. Okay, the first thing I hear is number 6. Okay, so it could be the 6th of a month if they've been gone 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days. They could be talking about the month of June. Okay, or they could be, for some reason, they're allowing me to put in one of 6, so they could also be talking about children. Does the number 6 make sense to you? Why they would be acknowledging the number 6?
I can't pinpoint it.
That's fine. That's fine. I still put it down, and a lot of times, like kind of like with the gum chewing, we'll come back and sometimes it'll make sense. Okay.
Okay.
I really want to double check on that. They were not one of 6, or they didn't have 6 children themselves. I almost feel like this is directed towards children. Okay. 6 children, 6 grandchildren, anything like that.
We had 6 in the family.
Okay. You mean counting mom and dad? Is that what you
Yeah.
mean? Maybe that's what they're talking about. But let's go on down and see this. Oh, Jojo says June is Gemini twin. I don't know. But, okay. Yes or no only. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard to keep my human brain out of this, and it's okay. We'll work around it. I keep hearing you were alike, but you weren't alike. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, usually twins are like, oh, we're exactly like that type of thing. I'm just going to ask this because I keep getting it, and I don't know if they're talking about themselves or trying to talk about somebody else. Was your twin a male?
No.
Okay. Why do they keep saying? Let me get a little more information. They keep referencing a male figure that's on the other side with them that is kind of equal with them. By equal, I mean sibling, cousin, friend, or spouse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They keep showing and pulling in this male figure with them on the other side. Yes or no? Does that make sense? That's equal to them?
Yes.
Okay. I keep hearing like Rob, Ron, Don, that type of thing. So I think they're trying to reference a strong R name. Does that make sense? or R sounding. Now, I know that seems like people may think I'm trying to stretch, but that's not. That's just how they work with me. So it could be Rob, Robin, Rachel, or it could just have the strong R sound in there, like Carrie, Harry. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. So the reason I'm hearing the strong, she keeps bringing up a strong R name to me.
Yes.
Okay. Who passed from an impact? Impact.
She did.
Like most twins, some twins. I don't know. Did you guys? I don't know if you guys felt each other's pain or knew if
Yes.
something was wrong,
I
but
knew at the moment she died.
before anybody did. Before,
And I was a state away.
okay. She made me feel like you knew instantly. Okay. She shows like it happening and then it's you. Now, I'm not just saying this because you're twins. Readings have a lot to do with if you trust what I'm saying and what the person get, you know.
Hmm.
And with you, that's it. I said, okay, with her what? And she goes, she knew I was with her. I said, that's it? She's showing me like her actually going to you. That's what's so weird. So let me ask you, did you instantly feel her with you? And if not, that's okay. Because I'm kind of wondering if like the next time you slept, if you went flying with her. And I know that sounds a little wacky out there, but have you had a dream of you flying with her?
I instantly felt her with me.
Okay. We're getting into a whole another topic here, but she says, like, I don't know if you've had this dream yet or if she's asking like permission, but like she just keeps me showing me her taking you and like flying, like astral, whatever that's called. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't had that yet.
Okay. If or when you do, she goes, don't be scared. It's just fun. You're not going anywhere. She's just taking you. Okay,
Cool.
to show you. Okay. Okay. You okay talking about? Hold on. Hold on. She totally skipped over that. Maybe I'm just assuming. Was she just in a car wreck? Is that what it was?
Not just, but yes, she was.
She was in a car.
She was in a car wreck.
Okay. She shows me her in the passenger seat, and I'm like, wait, I'm just trying to piece this together, okay?
Hmm.
So if she was driving, I don't know how to say this other than either the driver's seat ended up in the passenger seat or the passengers ended up in the driver. But I'm seeing the passenger's view or seat for some reason. Does that make sense? If not,
I need to explain that
okay.
because
Well, let me write it down because I want to. She's not giving me the okay to talk about it more, which means, in my opinion, maybe she's going to tell a little bit more. So,
okay.
just a second, let me see what she's going to. Pretty much to me, it seems like there was no passengers and drivers. It was all one when it was over, if that makes sense. But it's hard sometimes for me to read it exactly right. Let's see if she'll give more. I'm going to write that down. Passenger. Were there no, were there any survivors out of that car?
No, not hers.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Because I asked her and she goes, no. I'm like, okay. I keep seeing a man outside the car. I'm not sure if this was a DD related accident or if the person that caused the wreck was a male. Yes or no only. Is, do you understand this male that she keeps placing outside the vehicle?
No.
Hold on. Let me ask her. Car. Male. Let me ask this. Is this male that she's placing outside the car, is it family or friend that showed up to the scene?
No.
This is male figure that she's showing me outside the vehicle.
The vehicle was on fire, and there was a male that went up from a close business and put the fire out.
Okay, there you go. Okay. So I don't know if you talk to them. Sometimes people keep in contact
I
with them.
did talk to him.
Let him know. That's why she showed me that. She wants him to know that he tried saving him. Okay. Um, if he heard any screams, anything like, I don't need to get detailed. I'm sorry. Um, Sometimes doing this, especially this many years, you kind of don't realize what you're saying. Um, so I don't mean to seem insensitive or anything like that. But just she's wanting that male to know putting that fire out wouldn't have saved her anyway. Okay. Um, my opinion, she was, even if she was rescued, pulled out, and in the hospital for 2 weeks, like her soul was knew it was done and gone with. Does that make sense?
She died instantly.
Okay. So let this man that was outside the car trying to save her, she's aware of it, and not to hold any of that in. If that
I
makes
actually called that man 10 years later and thanked him.
Oh, okay. Okay. That was a little difficult to get that out. I just knew there was a man out there that I couldn't figure out who he was. Um, I felt the frantic. That's why I wasn't sure if it was you know, a, a DV case and stuff. So it's hard to read what I was feeling in there. But
Right.
either way, that's the point that she wanted to get across on that. Okay. hands you food. This is either, what kind of, I don't know if this is a cracker, like a Cheez-It, or if it's like a Ritz with the peanut butter, or else a Nutter Bread. Either way, she's handing you like a little snack food. No, that sounds crazy, but does it make sense why she would show me that?
Yeah.
Okay. There, Donna. With now it can't be you because she knows that I know your name's Diane, but she's trying to acknowledge another strong D sounding name, I think. Danny, Donna, David. Okay, does that make any sense at all? First or
David.
last name? David. Okay. Who's
And
David?
there is also a Diane.
No, I feel more the pull towards David. Um, who is David?
A friend of ours.
Okay. Is he over there, or is he still here?
He's over there.
Okay. What kind of thought? That's her way of saying they're together. Okay. Very common with twins, but I just have to ask. I'm not sure if she's saying she was. Was there a 2 minute age difference in you two?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. I think she was either the oldest or she acted like she was the oldest.
I always said that I came out kissing her ass, and I kissed her ass ever since.
Okay. I would have loved her to show me that. I would have been like, either way, she's claiming that older, you know, older title. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, she says she couldn't. The reason, like, she says she went first because there's absolutely no way she could have been here without you. Okay.
Yes, that's true.
She's like, I would have been like a wind up doll, not even knowing where to go. I would have, I'm like, okay. Okay. All right, let's give something other than kind of generic, or I want better information from her. Even though I know this is all coming from her, I want. Is there a reason she's showing me her ankle down on her foot? Or somebody's ankle down on their foot? Um,
There's a couple of things it could be.
okay. Are you okay with me talking about the actual passing and
Sure.
the record? Okay. Um, I just want to make sure she's not trying to say that much. I just think I'm hard to say it. 90% of the body had injury to it by showing me just one part of her ankle down. I know that's kind of crazy, but that's how my mind works. Or if I almost see like ruffle, I don't know if it's a ruffle or tattoo around the ankle, but
I have a tattoo around my ankle.
you do. Okay. Just curious, is it of her or something in honor of her?
It's in honor of her, my sister, and my mother. It's a dragonfly with wings, with like
Okay.
wispy wings.
Okay. Do they kind of look ruffled?
Yes, they do.
I kind of keep seeing ruffling to it. Okay. That's why she's doing it, to let you know she's aware of that tattoo. Okay. Did it break? Do you? Okay, you already know she went instantly.
Yes.
I I thought she was going to show me head, but then I seen like a snap. She's just trying to let you know. Um, I don't think she. I think it was just that quick, like
One
disconnecting out.
one of her ribs punctured her heart.
And I'm sure you would know this, but she keeps showing me like a break in the neck.
She had 3 breaks in her neck.
There you go. Okay. So that, in my opinion, that injury in the neck, when you break your neck, a certain way, you don't feel anything from waist
Mhm.
down. But with her showing me the break in the neck, but then also the head injury, I think she was just knocked out. And I mean, once again, I just don't think one single thing was felt. You know,
Right.
who is the Lois or Louise or the strong L name that she's trying to talk about?
An L name?
Very strong L name, yes. Could be Ellen, Helen, Lois, Louise, Larry, Lonnie. Um,
Are they with her or are they here?
she hands the L to you. So, in my opinion, they're still here.
They're still here.
Hmm.
Um, we have a cousin Lauren, and we have an uncle Larry.
Larry going through something. Larry been bad health. Larry.
My father just talked to him the other day, and he did have something that he went through.
Okay. Just her way of letting us know they're aware of that. Okay.
Hmm.
She goes and she takes and grabs your hand. And I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, hold my hand. And I said, okay. Then she starts singing that song, Hold My Hand. I don't even know the song, so I definitely can't get the tune. I've heard it. Um, Hold My Hand. I'm not getting it at all. I think everyone else is singing and not getting the tune. I think it's like an 80s song. You know what song I'm talking about? Hold My Hand. It was kind of like pop or rock music back in the day. I think it's called Hold My Hand. Okay. So I want you to try to look that song up. And usually when they give me, maybe, maybe it is Hootie and the Blowfish. wish somebody could sing it for me. I can't even think of it. Okay, look up Hootie and the Blowfish, okay? Were they 90s though? I would accept a 90s, maybe. I don't know. Either way, look up Hold My Hand.
Okay.
It was either an 80s or 90s, or it was this Hootie and the Blowfish. I think the lyrics, when they sing a song to me, laughing at me, because like, yeah, I can usually sing like a little bit of it, but this one I'm like totally off. Hold my hand. But either way, there's usually a message in there that you would understand from her. Okay.
Okay.
Only part I can get through. Oh, and then I'm seeing your guys' hands holding each other. So I don't. Do you have a picture of you guys just holding hands somewhere?
I wrote a poem after she died, and it says, "We'll take each other's hands and stroll through a meadow of daisies."
Oh. I wonder if that's what she's talking about, to let you know that she knows. But I still want you to look up that song also. Okay.
Okay.
Um, she's reminding me that you of the tattoo you got for mom and sister also.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't sitting here trying to blow smoke up in nothing. I mean, obviously they're probably on the other side with her, right?
Right.
Um, but she brought me back to that conversation we had, and then I instantly get my sign for chemo and cancer. Did one of them pass from chemo or cancer?
Both of them passed from cancer.
Them did? Okay. Is her way of letting us know. Is one of them a strong M name, like Margaret, Mary, Marilyn, or have the very profound M sound to the name? I'm hearing Mary.
Yes, Gail Marie.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Gail Marie.
Gail Marie. Okay. Okay, I keep hearing. You already said Gail, so that can't work for that. But they're also telling me, I'm hearing like Jacqueline, Jackie, Jean, Johnny, that type of thing. So when I get the J's and G's sometimes sound alike. Who is the other than Gail Marie? Who is the other J or G name that they're trying to acknowledge? Is it the other one maybe, or are they trying to talk about somebody else? J or G, first or last?
No, the other one is not a J name.
Okay. Are they trying to John Jack? I really feel like this is like a Jack or a Jacob or like a J-O or a J-A name that they're trying to acknowledge. It could be male or female. Um, Once again, they're putting them out here to use, so I feel like they're talking about somebody on this side.
Well,
Jay,
my ex-mother-in-law, Joni, just died.
oh, well, that would be mother-in-law. Okay, so that would make sense on that.
We called my mother Gigi.
Okay, and that's not Gail Marie, right?
That is Gail Marie.
That is Gail Marie. Nope, then this has to be something else. Okay. Okay. If it's the mother-in-law that just passed, I need to ask, did she have a stroke?
Yes.
Okay, it was something instant that hit me. I'm like, okay. I don't think she was 94, but then they're kind of bringing me back to 90. Okay, was she 90 or would she be turning 90 on her next birthday?
That would be the other mother-in-law I lost this year. She would be turning 90 on her next birthday.
Okay. So, what your sister is doing, they do this a lot. At one point, sometimes they just start talking about all these people that's with them on the other side, just so you know they're all together and all fine. Okay?
Okay.
I also heard Betty. Betty. So, if this is a B name or actual Betty or Bob or something like that, but I know I'm hearing Betty.
It was my Aunt Betty.
Okay. She also over there?
Yes.
Okay, there. I mean, that's 100% what she's doing. Your sister's letting you know they're all together. She goes, they're all too gabby for me. And she's kind of like walking off from them. I'm like, what? Like when I asked her what, she goes, she don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, okay, I'll say it. They're trying to fix her hair. Did all these women always try fixing your guys' hair or something and you didn't like it?
No, we were both cosmetologists.
Oh, okay.
And she was very particular about her
Hard
hair.
to say. I was just getting ready to say she don't like them messing with her hair. I'm like,
No. No.
that's why I was like, what? You know. Once again, generic. But do you have her fingerprint? Did you get her fingerprint? I feel like you have something of her with you. I don't know if this is a piece of hair, fingerprint, ashes. Um, but she's kind of in a jokingly way calling you out about having part of her with you. Does that make any sense? They don't care. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. I get it, Terry. I get it.
okay.
I did have, this is terrible to say, I did have the necklace that they cut off of her. And at one point in my life, because this happened 36 years ago,
Yeah.
at one point in my life, I accidentally gave it to someone that I was giving my gold to. And it wasn't on purpose. I accidentally gave her for money.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like I pawned it. Like I actually pawned it.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad.
Okay. So she doesn't care, first off. Okay. It's just her giving you shit for like a sibling would do. Okay.
Right.
Calling you out on a piece of her, which she took it. It was what she had on her at the wreck, so that's why she was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't care. It's just ways of them to prove that I'm talking to them. That type of thing. I mean,
Right.
getting at.
I knew she'd call me out on that.
Oh yeah. She goes, "Would I be a good sister if I didn't?" I'm like, "Nope, I get you." Okay. She shows, and I don't. It's okay even if she didn't wear it. She shows me her putting lipstick on, and I'm like, "You are?" And then she pulls away, and she's somebody putting the lipstick on her. Okay.
Uh huh.
So then I think, is she talking about her funeral? But then my human brain jumps in and goes, probably wasn't able to have that done, is what I'm kind of wondering. Now, my human brain says he was probably cremated. Is that right?
Uh, closed casket, closed casket, not cremated.
Okay. Now,
Not even
notice I
embalmed.
say my human brain. So,
Not even embalmed. I mean, very natural. And she asked for that because she knew she was going to die young.
okay. I guess what I'm asking is, did you go in and, even though it was closed casket, or even though she was going to be what I thought cremated, that type of thing, did you go in and do, do her hair or do her makeup? Or what is the deal? Why is she showing me you putting makeup on her? Lipstick.
Okay. It wouldn't have been me. That morning, she had gotten a job to do corpses. And that morning, right before her accident, she did her first corpse.
Oh my goodness. So it was her. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. It's hard to explain how I'm shown this in my mind. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I thought it was somebody putting lipstick on her, you know. Wow. Okay, hold on just a second. But I knew that's what didn't make sense because I mean, you know what I'm saying. I just assumed cremation due to the wreck. Um, it says I was tired. I am so. When this is over, if you want, I would love to hear the exact story of what took place because I'm she's kind of all over the board about the accident. Um, because she just said I was tired. Yes or no? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Burning the midnight oil. Burning the That burning the midnight oil. Doesn't that mean you work the night shift?
Um,
What is that? I think.
I understand what she's saying.
Okay. December. What's December? Why is she bringing up December? Or
December is my other sister's birthday.
okay. Has has Dad got something going on with the lungs or chest?
No, I'm worried that I do.
She's like, stop worrying. Stop worrying.
Stop worrying. My dad he did have a quadruple bypass 9 years ago.
Okay. Let me think back up. Taking me back to a dream from last night. First off, I need to find out, you know, a Sunny or somebody nicknamed Sunny or Sunshine mean anything to you? Then also, I have to ask because Spirit kept waking me up last night, and it probably was her in on it. Somebody have or found either colon or prostate, a spot or something that made them concerned.
Okay.
Passed from it and then end up spreading. Kind of crazy. Because I was dreaming it was me, which they put me in the position a lot of times. But then it spread. So I'm like, oh no, where did it spread to? And the doctor says, the creases of your lips right here. I'm like, what? So, like, my dreams are wacky like that all the time. But I remember talking to my family, and I'm like, I've only got about 2 months because that cancer spread all the way up here, meaning my head area. So now that I've said that dream where Spirit actually woke me up from, does that make sense to you? Does that fit?
My dad's mom used to sing to all of us grandchildren, "You are my sunshine."
Okay.
And my grandfather, her husband, died of prostate cancer.
Okay. We all were going out into the boonies to my nieces to take shelter or something. But it had nothing to do with any of that. But I'm just wondering if that's where, I mean, did your grandparents live out on a farm or away a little bit or off from everybody else a little bit?
We lived away from my whole family. We lived in Jersey. They lived in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Now, is there 2 months or the number 2 involved that would be brought into my dream for some reason? I feel like this is somebody that did have cancer that only lasted or was only given like 2 months. If it's not that, then it could be February they're trying to talk about, or 2 years they survived, something like that. But in my dream, 2 was very important. Oh, 2. I wonder when.
My mother and my sister, they're the 2.
But I'm wondering if, because 2, everything was 2 in my dream. I wonder if it was her trying to tell me her twins. Yeah, I bet you that's it. And one of my sisters spending in my dream, and it was kind of like end of the world type of dream. It was but it was the corniest dream, totally corny. We would go out into this thing to pick up my dog that was at the groomer, and then also my sister's text, and they wanted me to pick up Mexican food. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? But once Spirit brings it up, and I know that I had Spirit in my dream last night that kept waking me up, I don't want to leave anything out. So I want to make sure your sister's not trying to acknowledge a dog that gets pampered a lot, or that's on the other side with her. My dog's a Chihuahua Terrier mix, Okay,
Hmm.
so I want to make sure of that. And I also want to make sure somebody does not love Mexican food.
I hate Mexican food.
You hate it.
I
Oh,
hate it. And
we
my
can't be
dog,
friends. Goodbye. No.
yeah, right. My dog is pampered.
Okay. Okay. So see how they try. Here's what I think it is. My poor little brain hardly ever gets rest. No. I sleep in this and that. They try to pop in my dreams, and what my crazy dreams are, they add their little stuff to come in and make sense, to try to get in there and let me know we're coming through.
Right.
I do have to say there was like a George in the dream, but I never really seen him.
I have
So
an Uncle George.
Uncle George, is he over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So your whole family was probably in my dreams last night because I do remember burning the midnight oil. Okay. I do remember actually now that in part of the dream, somebody got a really bad burn with oil, but it was outside. So maybe it was just her saying, trying to get the burning car, if you say it was. If not, then I want to make sure somebody didn't get burned badly by cooking oil or just burnt, even if it was you yesterday and you just got burnt with oil, something like that. That she would be acknowledging that she's still around, that type of thing.
I
Does
was actually I was actually thinking that when she said that she was burning the midnight oil and she was tired, is
hmm
that they had a party for her the night before and she was up like all night for the party. And then the next day, later in the day, she had to go do the corpse. She had to go do the corpse's face.
Okay. Okay. That's probably what it was. For her to bring all this dream stuff in because she's probably like, I ain't gonna sit here and tell her at all. So she just like, Debbie, your dream. And I'm like, my dream, and she starts showing me, and then that's where we go from there. Um, so she was in my dream last night, in my opinion, ready to talk today. So she knew all this was going to take place. Okay,
Wow.
yeah, and the bringing the Mexican food, I think she just loves teasing you. I really do. So she was
Yeah,
probably
she does.
you're Mexican, but knowing you hated it. Okay. Okay. She is starting to back up. Obviously, you know that she's perfectly fine with your mom, your sister. Who else did she list? The two mother-in-laws, the Uncle George, this and that. She knows Dad went through the procedure, the heart procedure. So, um, she says the only thing. Oh no, okay. I was telling her the only thing that really didn't fit was the beginning with the six, and she said no, there were six of us, like she said. I said, oh, okay, okay. So just know she's perfectly fine. She's still with you. Um, anything else, sister? She keeps showing me the color green, so I don't know if somebody's favorite color is green. Okay.
It's so funny because we do have a color that almost everybody I speak to brings it up, but it's not green.
I'll tell you, when I was, we'll go back to green here in a second. When I was getting ready, you know how I make you probably didn't see it. I don't know if you followed me before, but I always post like going live in 30 minutes or going live at this time.
Hmm.
I usually put like bright stuff on it. But this time, Spirit was telling me to place white heart on each side and then also light blue with it. So it was very um, calming or pastel type of looking colors. Now, I don't know. I'm not getting that from her. I'm just telling you what I felt led to put on the screen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not white or a light blue, then at this point I'm not getting anything other than green. But I need to make sure green means something in my opinion. Green could be birthstone. Oh, is that it? Was your guys' birthstone green?
Ruby.
Okay. Green could be, I think, liver, a sign for like the ribbon liver.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be her way of saying somebody's having liver issues or had liver issues and passed from it. All I know is she's saying green to me, okay? Only other color that's popped up is hot pink. Other than that, nothing.
Now, my other sister's favorite color was green.
Okay. What about the hot pink that I got?
The
Nothing?
hot, no, the hot pink is pretty close, but
It's okay. I mean, I could sit here and list off every color forever, but it was just the last couple that popped in my brain, okay? So now I want to know, what was your guys' color?
purple.
I cannot stand the color purple. Well, I used to not, but as I get a little bit older, I'm like, maybe it's not so, But now, does somebody have liver or lupus?
No one with liver, but I think the green was probably my other sister's favorite color always.
Okay.
And it's my oldest daughter's favorite color.
Okay. I might be old. Okay. Is there anything you want to validate or talk about at all? If you want to talk about her past.
She sends me something that's very specific. And I would not be upset if you didn't get it because you've been fantastic.
Thank you.
She sends me something very specific and very important in her life.
Okay.
And I've received it twice.
Okay, let me see if I can get it from her. I'm not seeing anything. I just keep seeing, now hold on, I don't want to know yet. I just keep seeing a flash card, then I see a rainbow, then I see. She keeps showing me, and this is not me trying to reach here. The only thing I'm getting is she keeps showing me something like eye level or mid-air, and I don't know what this is. Then I see a fox. I have no idea.
Then you see a what?
Fox. But obviously, because usually I'll get it just like that if they're wanting to tell me. When I have to pull, then for some reason I'm not getting it. Maybe simply, who knows.
It's guitar picks. She played instruments. And she was like a instrumental savant. And she has left me I would walk out of a room knowing the floor is empty, walk back in, and there's a guitar pick right in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get that. Definitely did not. And then, like, the longer it takes them to answer, then the more my human brain tries to automatically try to answer it. That's not me, like, trying to figure it out, just
Yeah.
automatically.
Well, it's such a off the wall thing.
Well, you know, last night in my dream, somebody was looking for instruments. I don't know if it was guitar or not. And everybody's like, we don't have no instruments. And I said, get the spoons and play the spoons. So that was just like a little clip of my dream, but I totally forgot about that till you just said guitar. So who knows? I mean, she was obviously very active in my.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I did wake up and I was saying Doe, John Doe or Jane Doe. Can I? Or was she? Did it take a minute to identify her? Like who was in the accident?
Um, Actually, to be honest with you, now that the reading's over, do you want this story real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like pushing it if you don't.
We don't know if she was tired or if she was reaching over to put something in her purse in the passenger side. That's why you kept saying passenger side, because she had the check from when she did the corpse and she was putting it in her purse. It was on the top when they found her, but she crossed the lines on going on a curb, and she was in a small Subaru and she went head on with the school bus. So, but nobody in the school bus was injured. And then her car caught on fire, and a gentleman from one of the companies nearby, he came and put the fire out, but she was pronounced dead on the scene.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were 18 years old.
I'm so sorry.
And now I'm 55, so it's still with me really strong.
Yeah. I'm sure. I couldn't imagine. I could imagine losing a sibling, but I'm sure it's even worse being a twin. You know.
Yeah.
Did she end up like sideways in the road though? Like I kept seeing like I couldn't figure out like, and I don't know if she was showing like a pole being, making it look wrapped around to get my attention, like the car was.
The car was sideways in the street.
Okay, that's probably all she was trying to show me. Okay. Gosh, I'm sorry about that. How old was she? Did you say? Oh, you guys were 18.
We were 18.
Wow. I really do think she was just tired. I really do.
Yeah.
Because if she was awake, and maybe who knows? Maybe she was asleep when it happened. Maybe she dozed off and never even knew what hit her. That type of thing. That's kind of what I got from her. So, but she is 100% fine, and I love her personality.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and I'm so sorry for your loss, but they're all together.
Wonderful.
Yes. So, all right. Well, you have a good day, and make sure. Are you following me?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Okay.
Thanks, Deb.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Yay! Yes. Yes, she came through good too. I found out who was in my dreams last night, right? All right, let's just show her some love. What was her color? What was their color? Purple. Let's show her some purple hearts. Looking at some stuff. Okay. All right. Did anybody else send in at all? Or Or is anybody going to send in? If they're not, that's okay. Just wondering. You are so welcome, Diane. I hope to see you again. I really hit it off with your sister. She was pretty neat. Thank you, Caitlin. Okay, if anybody's sending in, let me know in comments. If not, it's totally fine. I just not gonna like sit around too much on here today, only because I have other stuff I could do. Sunday's kind of my cleanup days and stuff like that. But I was just seeing if anybody was wanting some readings. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that? Make sure we're tapping and sharing. Oh my gosh, you guys got me to 100,000. Awesome, thank you. I was in a ladies live last night, and she's a singer, and she's so good. I usually don't stop at singers. I was there last night, and she'd been singing for like hours. And she goes, I want to get off, but I'm like at 800,000 likes, and I really want to hit 1 million likes. So I put on, they're 30, Felicia. I put on my tapper, and we got her to 1 million. That was her third time at hitting 1 million likes. She was so excited. I'd never been in somebody's chat when they hit 1 million, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Yep. And yeah, I mean, there's a good chance I'll be back on tonight. Gina, it's that lady that I sent you, but then you sent me. What was her name? Donna Do or something like that. My gosh, guys, I've never heard somebody sing so good. And then after every time she hits 150,000 or 100, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Certain level amount of likes that she hits, she does a yodeling song. And now I'm not one to be in a yodeling song, but she was awesome. But she was singing some Stevie Nicks and stuff like that. But either way, off subject. That's what bring your. I'm proud with 100,000. Yeah. Oh. Okay, guys. Anybody sending in? One last chance. If not, I might be on tonight. Just make sure you hit the follow button. And then if you click on my name up here, there should be a notification bell on there to where you can set on notifications. That way you know when I'm going live. I don't know. Felicia, did you send in or? I know. Either way, it's fine, whatever. Make sure you guys give me a follow, turn on notifications. The first live of the day, we do that free contest. Give it away free. Alrighty, guys. I am going to get off here for a while. Like I said, I may be back on later. Depends on what time all the kids go home after dinner. So. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the likes. Love it. See you later, guys. Have a good Sunday if I don't see you. My kids are coming over. You too, Caitlin. Bye, everyone.